right hand and state your full name.
John Allen Mercer.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes, sir.
You may lower your hand, Mr. Mercer. Mr. Mercer, you have ticket number SP134578771. The People versus John, John Mercer, Mercer. Mr. Mercer, you have one charge for having an unregistered or untitled motor vehicle. Today is the day and time for a show cause. That simply means that you failed to appear before on an earlier date, and now you're here to show cause for why you did not appear. I don't need to know that. I know that you are here today, so we'll go on from here. Madam Counsel, what are we doing on this case?
Good morning, Your Honor. Cherica Harris, P72832 on behalf of Mr. Mercer. At this time, we are respectfully requesting a pretrial date, please and thank you.
Very well, Mr. Mercer, we'll give you a new date to come back, and we can discuss this on another date with an attorney, and we'll determine how we're going to proceed from there. Your new date, sir, will be November the 2nd at 8:30 a.m. November the 2nd at 8:30 a.m. You'll come back out here on Zoom the same way you did today, sir.
Okay.
Actually, sir, it would be best if you could come out with a smart device, a computer or a cell phone where you can download the Zoom app, and you can come out here and we can see your face. There are certain things that we can do without you being visible on the screen, and there are other things that we absolutely would have to have you out here for visually. You understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we'll see you on November the 2nd, 8:30 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day, sir. Stay safe.
All right, you too. Yep.
You can sign off, Mr. Mercer, or hang up.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Ready as to Miss McCracken, Your Honor.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Ms. McCracken, hold on.
Okay.
All right, Ms. McCracken. Let's see, where are you? I see you out here. Raise your right hand, state your full name, ma'am. All right. State your full name.
Rachel Simone McCracken.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand, Ms. McCracken. Ms. McCracken, you have one count out here. You have ticket number SP141952251. The People versus Rachel, RACHEL, McCracken, MCCRACKEN. Ms. McCracken, you have a charge. You're charged with one count of allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. So there's a date and time for a show cause. I'm setting that aside. You're present today. That's all that matters. You had an opportunity to speak with counsel today, ma'am. And how are you? You have to keep, while we're talking, just keep your microphone unmuted.
Okay.
What is it that you choose to do today, ma'am?
To do drive.
Trial.
I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty.
Okay, all right.
Bench.
A bench trial. All right, Ms. McCracken, you understand that you have a right to have a jury trial where you would have members from the community to come in and listen to the evidence and make a determination if the evidence rises to a level of proof beyond a reasonable doubt, or you can have a judge do it. You have a choice to do either one. Do you understand the difference, ma'am?
Yes, and I picked the judge to do
You
it.
pick the judge. Okay. All right, ma'am, that's fine. We're going to give you a trial date. Your trial date is going to be November the 2nd at 9 a.m. Now, and there is an advantage, ma'am, for picking a bench trial. I'm just giving you a little background information. What happens is we have 30 judges in this building now, and if everyone wanted to have a jury trial, we would have a ton of people in the building that we could not support. So they put it down and give us, each one of us, certain dates where we can have a jury trial. next date would, ma'am, you got a lot of noise coming back, right? Yeah, our next date would be, my next date would be February the 27th. So that's a long time from now. So you did pick a date that would be November the 2nd. So we'll have you here for November the 2nd for your trial, ma'am, at 9 a.m. If you have anyone who would be a witness to your case, testify on your behalf, just have them come in. This is going to be on Zoom. Have them come out here on Zoom on that same date and time. They have to be in a different location. It can't be in a place where you can listen to each other. And they can come out and they can testify on your behalf. Now, I do need, as I said, I do need you to be separate. And I need them to, when they come out here, to immediately say their name and say that they're a witness on your case, because I will not have them on my docket. All right?
So you said November the 2nd at 9:30?
No, November the 2nd at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. And I'll join the same courtroom.
Yes, ma'am. And if you have witnesses, you give them the same information so they can come out on the same day on a different device in a different location.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ready as to Ms. McClary, Your Honor.
Clearly. All right, you're on my docket sheets. Madam Clerk,
Yes,
what is going on in the background?
I don't know. What do you hear? I'm not doing anything, but
Loud noises.
I'm not doing nothing but scanning a piece of paper over, which shouldn't be making too much noise.
Oh, it would sound like cabinets are closing and the only thing that was lighting up was the district court. So maybe it was coming from someplace else, but it was, okay.
I just emailed, that's retained.
Okay.
All right. Madam Clerk, okay, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you. Mr. Berry, you said Miss Angela McClary?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Miss Angela McClary, I do see you out on the screen. Please raise your right hand and state your full name.
Angela Rochelle McClary.
You swear or affirm to tell the complete truth, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
You may lower your hand. Ms. McClary, you have 2 counts out here. You have ticket number SP 14182821. The People versus Angela, ANGELA, McClary, MCCLARY. Ms. McClary is charged with operating a motor vehicle with a registration or title. You also have SP 1467571. You have a civil infraction for expired plates. Correct something I said earlier. I said operating a motor vehicle. No, that's not necessary, ma'am. You can be, if you have a vehicle that is on a public street, it does not have to be driven. It could be parked on a public street in front of your house. That vehicle must be insured, and that vehicle must be registered. So you must have a registered vehicle and an insured vehicle if it's on a public street. So you are charged with having a vehicle that is unregistered and not charged. Counsel, what are we going to do on this one?
Your Honor, this is a document case, Your Honor. Could we get another pretrial date? It's just a matter of her being able to access the document.
All right. Madam Clerk.
Well, we can give her something sooner.
Okay.
September the 12th.
Okay.
Pre-trial, September 12th, 8:30.
And if you have your documents, make sure that you come with them or send them to the court. Can you email them to us?
Yes, I can.
I'm going to give you an email address.
Okay, one moment. Okay, sir, I'm ready.
All right, that's CTRL. That's C as in cat, T as in Tom, R as in Romeo, M as in Mike. 331 at 3636th districtcourt.org.
Okay, can I get that once again? It's CTRM. Okay, and what's after that? I apologize.
Okay, this is courtroom 331, so that would be CTRL 331
Okay,
at sign
okay,
36th districtcourt.org.
okay, thank you.
All right, now, so what I need you to do is the night before you come out here,
Mm-hmm.
just email that to us, so we'll have it when you get here.
Oh, the night before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Or just before you come out here, I don't care, as long as when we call your case, I already have it.
I understand.
Night before is best.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
I'm all done.
Yes, you are done, or the day before. When I say night, I don't literally mean night, it's just the day before sometime, all right?
Okay, yes, sir, thank you.
All right, good luck. You can sign off, or I can help you.
Ready on Chad Moore?
Chad Moore, all right. Looking for Chad Moore. There he is. One count, huh?
That's all I saw. Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Chad Moore, do I see you out here anywhere? Okay.
Mr. Moore, start your video and unmute your device, please.
All right, just give me 1 second, y'all.
Do we have anything else that's ready, counsel?
I'm ready now. Hold on.
No, you're telling me to hold on. That means you're not ready.
My bad.
That's all I have ready, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Moore, raise your right hand, state your full name.
Chad Moore?
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand. Mr. Moore, you have ticket number SP 1421071, People versus Chad, CHAD, Moore, MOORE, Jr. Mr. Moore, you have one count for having operating a motor vehicle with no insurance, or having a motor vehicle in city Detroit on a public street with no insurance. I'm not sure which one it is, both apply. Counsel?
Your Honor, I was able to review the insurance documentation for Mr. Moore. It is valid and current. We would move for dismissal.
Very well, Mr. Moore. The attorney has reviewed your documents. He's indicated that you do have valid insurance today. The people recognize that if in fact you are compliant and current with your insurance, which the attorney tells me you are, the court normally dismisses those. This matter is dismissed, sir. You are free to go.
Thank you so much.
And just the FYI, councils, city attorney, she is in here and she's looking over the files now to give you guys remaining offers on the rest of the cases.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, counsel for Stephanie Imus.
I'm about to start another hearing. Is there any way you can pass on me for 10 minutes?
Yep, that's no problem.
Thank you very much.
I have an offer ready for Michelle Major, whoever's handling that one.
That's me.
It will be, I think you'll like this one. It will be a blockading and dismissal of the, bless you, of the misdemeanor.
Okay.
You think Ms. Major will like it, huh?
Yeah. She has a clean driving record.
Oh, so a full dismissal might be in the works. Okay, got it.
All right, Ms. Major, are we out here?
She is not. I can take the offer to her in the breakout room and bring her back out if she's ready.
Very well, thank you so very much.
No problem. Did you have any more, Ms. Rogers?
I have a question on Mark Miller for whoever's
Okay.
handling that.
That's
I
me.
see he has a valid, oh, perfect. I see he has a valid license, so I wanted to know if he has registration and insurance.
I have to go back because I think that he told me that he did, but I didn't write anything down. So I need to go back and ask about that.
Sounds good.
So
Mrs.
I have a few more.
Oh, yeah. What are you looking for? I think pretty much everything ready.
I have Andre Moore. And it's a 2017. If you're open to a dismissal, that would be great.
Oh, so this ticket's kind of funky. It might be because it's older. These are codes I haven't seen. Fail to yield to stationary emergency vehicle. That's a code I've never seen, so I'm assuming it's state.
Wait,
And then for the driveway,
how do you fail to yield to a non-moving vehicle?
what is it? Fail to yield to stationary or moving authorized emergency vehicle.
Or moving?
Yes.
I can't see failing to yield to
Oh,
something. That makes no sense.
in the remarks, it says rider blocking street vehicle went around, rider with no license and had 2 intoxicated persons. So I think I'm trying to say, Cherka, we're gonna need Paula on this one.
Okay, but could you read the note to me one more time?
Yep. Rider blocking street, vehicle went around, no license in possession of driver for 2 intoxicated passengers.
So the rider, the officer, was blocking the street. The driver went around.
That's how I'm reading that, yes.
I mean, what are you? Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what are you supposed to do, but okay.
Yeah.
And then there's also a driver license not valid and his license is revoked.
Got it. Because of these tickets, I think. Okay.
And I
Do
can
you
handle that
have-
one, just a moving violation.
Do you have McKinley, Antoine McKinley?
1 second.
Yes, single count for reckless driving.
He has his certificate. Where would you like me to send it?
Oh, that he took the driving course?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see it?
I did not. I figured you wanted to see it, so I thought I had to send it somewhere, but I can review it if you would like.
If you just review it, that's fine.
Okay. And then I have Tyler Mims. Very top of the docket, 8:30.
Yeah. He does not have a license, so his offer will be a failure to display, improper plates, dismissal of the balance, which is 3.
She has her insurance. But her call dropped before she could get outside to show me the registration. So I just have to go back to see if she has it.
Okay, great. That's fine without looking at the offer will be FTD dismissal of the balance because her license is revoked. It's not just suspended.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
See how nice I'm being today? This is great.
I appreciate it.
So now can I go back to Ms. Major and ask for a dismissal? She said it wasn't a stop sign, it was a yield, and she yielded.
Your Honor, I have to step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Very well, Madam Clerk.
You want some time to think about it, Ms. Rogers?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
I appreciate your determination.
Hey, I gotta try. Didn't fight you on anything else. I was like, okay. And that's all for me. I don't know, Mr. Berry might have a few for you.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey, good morning, Madam Prosecutor. They haven't started my case yet, so I figure I'd jump back in here.
Okay, great. I will give you the offer. So I have one count of discharging of firearms in the city limits. It'll be a 12-month delayed sentence with the sentencing recommendation of 8 hours of community service.
You know, is there any way we can set it for a bench trial? And would you mind emailing me the police report?
I can give you my email address if you can just give me a somewhat informal discovery request. I just need your defendant's name and case number. I will get it over to you.
Yeah, if you can do that, that'd be great.
All right, counsel, this is the judge. I can give you a bench trial date. That date will be November the 2nd, 2023, 9 a.m.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Okay.
You're always so cordial, Judge, and so friendly.
Oh, I have to change something, huh? You know, they say friendly people or nice people get run over, but I guess no,
you're not getting run over. When that guy told you to hold on, you told him, no, you're not ready.
You know, yeah, you can't tell me you're ready if you're telling me to hold on. So that doesn't make sense. Just sense, good sense. All right. Now, Miss, it says Lamas on the screen, but I have IAMAS on my docket. What is your last name?
It's LLAMAS.
Okay. All right. Somehow they got double I's on there, so that's how you ended up with me, because I do I's, I don't do L's. But welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have you now. We'll finish it. All
Okay,
right.
thank you.
Counsel, again, the day will be November 2nd, 2023 at 9 a.m. Was there something else you said you needed?
I just need the prosecutor's email. I was going to shoot her an informal discovery request.
Okay, Ms. Rogers.
Yes, it's Rogers, ROGERSSY at DetroitMI.gov.
All right, thank you.
All right. You got it? Because we can have her email it to you if you want. So.
No, I got it, Judge. Thank you very much.
All right, sir. You have a good day. Ms. Ramos, we'll see you back on November the 2nd at 9 a.m.
Great. Thank you so much.
All right, have a good day, Judge. Stay safe.
All right, you as well, counsel.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. The officers, Officer Tollfree and Officer Afacilla, and I apologize if I butchered your name. Do you mind if I put you in a breakout room just to free up a little screen room for us?
Okay, whatever you have to do, Judge.
Okay, I just want to let you know what I'm doing. So.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put you both in breakout room 19.
Okay, well, yeah, whatever I have to do, sir.
Okay, like I said, it just sometimes make it easier when I don't have as many faces on the screen when I'm looking for somebody to call. So.
Okay, so yeah, we'll be standing by, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Kiara McQueen, Ms. Rogers.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, on McQueen, she has 3 counts. It's going to be improper plates on the no insurance, dismissal of the balance, which is 2.
She has valid insurance, and she has the receipts for the repair of the equipment. Does that impact the offer at all?
That will, she also has an allowing.
Yes, and that's where we were looking for an offer. We thought the other matters are covered.
I'll talk to you privately on that to see what's going on with it.
All right, moving right along, I have Molly Moore, 845.
Yes, Ms. Moore has one count of operating without a valid license.
It will be a failure to display.
Okay, and finally, Mr. McSorley, Michael McSorley, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive his vehicle.
It'll be a 3-month delayed sentence with no objection to dismissal based on payment.
Thank you.
That's the, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Rogers, I have one more. Mr. Vincent Murray, 845.
Yep. I have 2 counts for Mr. Murray. It will be a failure to display, dismissal of the no insurance.
Thank you.
He also has 1 state count from 2014, a failure to display that I cannot address.
All right, that's been adjudicated.
Madam Clerk is not here,
Okay,
but no, the only stamp on it is that it's he never appeared. That is in warrant status.
all right.
You said, Madam City Attorney, you said there's a older, no driver's license case?
That's correct.
Okay, what is that, case number?
It is P244648.
Oh, we had that on the docket.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we have that on the docket. So he has 3 counts on the docket, and that's one of them. So what is that charge? That was a driver without a valid license, then you had or operating without a license, and then you had the driver with a license suspended, and then the no insurance. So what was the offer?
Failure to display.
Okay, on the current one, the 843-423,
That's correct.
and the other 2 are dismissed?
The failure to display that's charged that way is a state one. It's older, so I could dismiss for that, but it's state, so I can't address it.
Okay, so if he pled to the state one, you dismiss yours?
Yeah, I'll just do it that way.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's all the same.
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Are we ready to call that case?
Let me speak with, I'll pull him out of the breakout room when I speak with him.
Very well. Mr. Attorney Bossman.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, sir. You know, both the officers or 2 officers are here on your case.
We are ready. I'm just waiting for the offer from Rogers.
Did you talk with her, counsel?
I didn't. I have a text. I have her cell phone number, and I'm gonna text
She's
right
in,
now.
she's in the courtroom, so.
Okay.
Ms. Rogers?
Yes, good morning, Mr. Rothman. I just sent you a message with the offer. It's as charged based on the facts.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
So can we have a breakout, please, with the prosecutor?
Yep, just give me a few minutes. I finish up a couple, but just a few minutes.
Understood.
Is Madam Clerk back yet? Attorney, I mean, soon, hopefully soon, Attorney, Madam Clerk today.
Yes, not quite yet.
Ms. Rogers, you asked me about Mr. Miller?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I
I'll
remember,
text you.
yep.
I'll text you.
All right, great.
Good morning, do you need me, Cindy?
You do. I have a title for you.
Is he on the record?
No, but where our mics open.
I apologize, Your Honor, I'm back.
All right. Oh, did you leave? Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't realize that.
I know I'm not pivotal to things around here, so you probably didn't even realize I was gone. It's okay.
Actually, it was horrible. I needed you back. I did call your name and ask the question once, but I forgot. It was not. So,
Having to fix a situation I didn't mess up, but you know, such is life.
you know what? You're that person that's the go-to. Sometimes that's a.
Okay. What happened with Andy Moore? This is state too. Oh yeah.
Yes.
State.
Paula just
Okay.
checked in. I think she'll be here in a second.
Okay. And then what happened with Stephanie? We doing?
Stephanie's at trial date.
Okay, you said it for a trial. Okay, everything else we're just waiting on?
Yes, I have a couple for you.
Okay.
I have a few that are ready.
Did you bring them up?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Come on now, you know me better than that.
I know, right? Why I even ask that question?
Attorney Harris, you did not tell me you had something ready. We could have been rolling.
Oh,
You're not
I
the-
thought we,
Pardon me?
I have, would you like me to give you the names? I have Mark Miller.
Well, let's do them one at a time. Let's do them one at a time. So
Oh,
I can
I
put them on my
forgot, I
docket
forgot.
to the top. Okay. Mark Miller, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Miller. Time was he here for? Oh, I see it. I see it at 8:35. Thank you. All right, Mr. Miller.
Hello,
Good morning to you, sir. I need you to raise your right hand and state your full name.
Mark Phelan, Mary Miller.
Mr. Miller, do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Miller, you may lower your hand. Mr. Miller, you have three counts. You have ticket number SP 146544111. People versus Mark, M-A-R-K. Last name is Miller, M-I-L-L-E-R. Mr. Miller, on this ticket, you're charged with one count of what is this? The code that they have on the docket sheet. What is that, attorney? Is there Attorney Harris?
I took that as an unregistered vehicle, possibly in a construction zone.
Maybe that would be, they try to squeeze it in a spot that's about an inch and a half, so actually it's just not even an inch and a half, so. All right, that looks like that makes sense. And Mr. Miller, you also have SP 146544112, operating with no operator's license. That's kind of that also not sure what that is. You have SP 146544113, no insurance. Okay, that's all the matters. They are all misdemeanors, 3 matters. Counsel?
Yeah, it's my understanding that the people are agreeing that if Mr. Miller pled to one count, amended count, improper plates, the 2 misdemeanors would be dismissed. I'm guessing the no insurance would be made the improper plates. Is that right, Ms. Rogers?
Yes.
Yes, that's correct.
Very well.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Mr. Miller.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the people have indicated that if you are interested and they would make you an offer today, the charge of operating a motor vehicle or having a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit without valid insurance would be amended and reduced to improper plates, lower charge. The other 2 matters would both be dismissed. Do you want to take advantage of that offer, Mr. Miller, or do you want to set these for trial? That is a choice that is up to you.
I'll take advantage.
All right. Mr. Miller, I already swore you in, so you understand that you have a constitutional right and an absolute right to go to trial and to challenge these matters. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you did that, the people would have to go to trial. The people would have to bring in witnesses and present evidence. That evidence would have to rise to a level of proof beyond a reasonable doubt before a judge or a jury finds you guilty. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
By pleading guilty, you give up your right to have a trial. You understand that?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty, Mr. Miller?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Madam Clerk, on the count ending in wait a minute. Oh yeah. P 146544113. Madam Clerk.
Yes, date was May 27, 2023 at 2:31 a.m. Location Jefferson and Bobian.
Very well. Mr. Miller, on that date and time, did you have a vehicle in the area of Bobian and Jefferson in the city of Detroit?
Yes, sir.
The vehicle either parked or on a public street or being driven on a public street?
Driven on a public street.
Okay, and was that your vehicle, sir?
Yes, sir.
Was it insured at that time?
No.
All right, court finds you guilty of the amended and reduced charge of improper plates. The other 2 matters will be dismissed. Your fine, sir, will be $225. Can you pay that right away, sir, or do you need time?
Could I have a little time?
Sure you can, sir. How much time do you need?
A month.
30 days. All right, how about I give you 60 days, so October 30th, 2023, I give you 2 months. That does not mean pay it on October 30th, so that means pay it on or before. So you can take your time and pay it in increments. You pay $10 one day, 20 another day. I don't care what it looks like, what form, as long as on that 60 days from today's date of October 30th of 2023, the entire $225 is paid. Just so you know, sir, that would have been $225 for the other 2 matters each, for the other 2 matters. So that's $450 dismissed.
Thank you.
All right. So just make sure you have it paid by that date, sir. Do you know how and where to pay?
I could just pay to the, I could find it through the court online, right?
Yes, you can. You can go to 36districtcourt.org and pay it that way. Or have you seen the kiosk located in any of the cities? So they call DivDat, where people pay their utility bills. They're in many, many stores. They're in the Meyer stores. I know they're in the Meyer stores in the city of Detroit. I don't know that they're in the outlying areas. If you're anywhere near Northwest Activity Center, there's one inside there. I know that because I was in there one day and I saw it. But they are all over the city. You can Google it, DivDat, D-I-V-D-A-T. They kind of look like an ATM machine. And you can pay by cash or card at any of those. And of course, lastly, you can come into the Third Circuit Court during normal court hours, normal business hours, and pay a cash report. So you have the 3 options.
Okay.
All right, so if you understand that, you're all good. That is $225 on or before October 30th. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
We are ready on Michelle Major.
So Michelle Major.
Yes.
Michelle Major has 2 counts, is that correct? Ms. Major?
Yes.
Okay, all right, good morning, Ms. Major. Ms. Major, could you raise your right hand and state your full name, please?
Yes, Michelle Monique Major.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth, ma'am?
I do, yes.
You may lower your hand. You don't have to stand, ma'am. You're okay. You could be seated.
I'm seated. I'm sitting down.
Oh, just the way the camera angle, it looks like,
Yes.
okay. All right. I want you to relax, Ms. Major. Ms. Major, you have 2 tickets. You have SP 1467961, the People versus Michelle, M-I-C-H-E-L-L-E Major, M-A-J-O-R. Michelle Monique Major, 3 M's. Ms. Major, you're charged with 1 count of no insurance. On that count, no insurance, that is a misdemeanor. And you have SP 1467651, and that is a civil infraction for failing to stop at a stop sign. All right, counsel?
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Ms. Major, Your Honor, the people have extended an offer whereby she would admit responsibility to the amended count of blockading traffic. We stipulate to the face of the ticket for purposes of the factual basis.
Very well. Since I don't have the face of the ticket, I don't have to get the factual basis somehow, but we can do that. Ms. Major.
Yes.
The people have made an offer, and counsel has indicated that you want to take advantage of that offer. That failing to stop at a stop sign is currently a 3-point ticket, but the people have offered blockading, which is actually a non-moving violation, and a 0-point ticket. The other charge of no insurance would be dismissed. Is that what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. All right. I've already sworn you in, so I don't have to have you raise your right hand or anything like that. Ms. Major, you understand that this is a civil infraction. However, you do have a right to have a formal hearing. Formal hearing is what is the equivalent of a trial for civil infraction. It's called a formal hearing because you cannot, it's not a misdemeanor, it's not a felony, so you can't be found guilty, you can be found responsible. A formal hearing is conducted very much like a trial, but the standard of proof is different. For a trial, which is a criminal case, the facts must rise to a level of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. For a civil infraction, the standard of proof is preponderance of the evidence. What does that mean? Well, some people have said you were looking at a continual line, and you get halfway through that line, and you go a little bit further, that would be the preponderance of the evidence. It's not the high standard of proof beyond reasonable doubt. You understand that now?
Yes,
Okay, but you do have the right to have a formal hearing. If you plead responsible, you give up that right. Are you pleading responsible because you are responsible now?
yes.
All right. Madam Attorney, would you assist me on this, because I don't have anything in front of me, so just the date and time.
For who? For
Oh,
Tyler? Who we
yes,
doing?
well, that's Michelle Major.
Okay.
It's 6/3 of 2023, 5:10 p.m.
Okay. On that date, ma'am, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I was.
And were you stopped by the police for running a stop sign then?
I was stopped, but it wasn't a stop sign. It was a yield sign, but yes.
Okay. That is gonna be reduced. So, all right. And it was a yield sign. And if you can, the people are amending and reducing that charge to blockading traffic and non-moving violation for a 0-point ticket. Is that what you understand?
Yes.
And the court will enter that plea of responsible for the blockading ticket. Now, that fine, ma'am, is $175. All right. It is a simple infraction, so I do not have the ability to give you time. You heard me give the gentleman before you time. That was a misdemeanor charge. I can do that on misdemeanor charge. The law does not allow me to do that on simple infraction. So you have 14 days. You have to pay that within 14 days, ma'am.
Okay.
But it's a 0-point ticket, so it does not affect your driving record. So,
Okay.
all right.
Yes.
All right, ma'am. Good luck to you. I'm sorry. Do you know how and where to pay, Miss Major?
I'm from Flint, Michigan. I don't. This is my first time. I'm guessing the 36th District Court website.
Yes, ma'am. You could do it on the website, 36districtcourt.org. So you're a Flintstone, huh?
Yes, and I think yeah.
Okay. I understand, ma'am. I have a lot of family from Flint, so all right. All right, ma'am. If you understand how to pay, you have 14 days. You can do it online. Good luck to you, ma'am. Stay safe.
Okay, thank you. You too.
And we are ready on Tyler Mims.
Tyler Mims. I do see Mr. Mims on the docket. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Good morning, Ms. Mims. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you for asking. Ms. Mims, state your full name, please.
Tyler Mims.
Do you swear, I'm sorry, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand, Ms. Mims. Ms. Mims, you have ticket number SP1223661, People versus Tyler, Tyler, Mims, MIMS. On this ticket, ma'am, you're charged with operating a vehicle or having an unregistered motor vehicle. You don't have to be operating this on public street. You also have SP1223661, improper plates. You have SP1223661, no insurance. That's a misdemeanor. You have SP1262161, unregistered motor vehicle. That's a misdemeanor. And lastly, you have SP1262111, driving while license suspended. Ma'am, you are here today on arraignment on a bench warrant, simply because you missed a prior to date. So today you were to be arraigned on that bench warrant. However, you are here and that bench warrant says that. So there is an offer, Madam Attorney. What is your offer?
Sharika Harris on behalf of Ms. Mims. Your Honor, there is an offer, and at this time, it would be a plea to failing to display, dismissing the balance. She does have her registration, her insurance documentation. However, after further discussion with Ms. Mims and the prosecutor, it is my understanding that we are in agreement that we should adjourn this matter for a pretrial date. Ms. Mims, take a visit to the Secretary of State to see if you are in fact eligible to get your license and come back with that, and that might change things. Your Honor, we would ask if she could be allowed to pay her reinstatement fees in advance.
Yes, we will allow that. Madam Clerk,
Yes.
you got to, whatever it is, whatever magic you have to do to allow her to just go pay that, or you can just walk into the, come to 36th District Court and pay her reinstatement fees.
Forgive me, have many hours in the fire over here. Who are we talking about, Ms. Mims?
Yes, Ms. Mims.
And she just wants to pay the reinstatement fee?
Reinstatement fee, but you can go to the Secretary of State and.
I would suggest, just a suggestion, that she comes down here to pay the reinstatement fee. And then that way we can send something to the Secretary of State, because they'll look at it as the whole ticket being out there. Whereas we have the capability to allow her to pay the $45 fee and then send her a clearance to the Secretary of State saying she's paid the fee.
Very well. Sounds like good legal advice there, Madam Clerk. Ms. Mims,
Yes,
did you hear that?
yes. So go down to the 36th District Court and pay the $45 reinstatement fee and then go to the Secretary of State?
Yes.
Okay.
When you pay your $45 fee down here, they will give you a receipt for that. Is that correct, Madam Clerk?
Yes, they will, and I'm gonna put a notation out there in the system that says she's allowed to pay the fee.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Mills, it looks like you got a path to take to get yourself back on track, so.
Yes, sir, I'm ready. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Mills. Good luck to you. You take care of that, and then we go from there.
You gotta give her a date of return.
Yes.
You as well. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Mills,
About to add.
we're gonna have you come back, Madam Clerk, are we using the normal pre-trial date, or are we gonna give her an earlier date?
We probably just give her 30 days out. That should be enough time for her to handle it.
You gonna take care of that before that, within the 30 days, Ms. Mills?
I'm gonna go today.
All right, I'm glad you said that, so Madam Clerk to make sure that they're ready to receive that, so that she's gotta do something in the system first. All right.
Okay.
Clerk, would you rather her come tomorrow, or are you gonna make that happen today?
Yeah, at least give me 24 hours.
24 hours. Okay.
All right, ma'am, so give her 24 hours, so the system will be set, so when you go down to the court, and go to the cashier's window, they will have a note in there, and they'll know what you're doing, okay?
Okay. So my next court day will be when?
30 days from now, is that gonna give you enough time, ma'am, once you get that clear, get this all paid, and that's gonna give you enough time to go to the Secretary of State and do whatever it is you have to do? I don't know what your.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I didn't want to give you something that's 2-3 months out if you could get it done faster.
30 days would be perfect.
All right, 30 days from today's date is September 30th, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, good luck to you.
You as well. Have a good one.
You as well.
That's all for me for right now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I'm not sure which attorney has anymore, but it should be a dismissal because I don't believe the officer checked in and it was scheduled for trial today.
Let's
I
see.
have Annie Moore, and she is in the courtroom, and the clerk is correct as usual.
Counsel, we know this. Like you said something like the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Okay, we know Madam Clerk has always done it. So, which case was that, counsel?
Annie Moore, 9 a.m.
Ah, I do see Ms. Moore. Ms. Moore, are you with us right now?
Yes,
I need you to raise your right hand, state your full name.
Annie Mariah Moore.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
Okay, actually, I don't think I have to do all of that. Let's see, Ms. Moore, you have ticket number SX41849191. The People versus Annie, ANNIE Moore, MOORE. You're charged with one count on this ticket, no operator's license. And you also have SX41849192. You had a formal hearing scheduled today for driving or speeding in a limited access zone. Today was the date and time for your trial and formal hearing. There's a police officer, I believe by the last name of Palmer, Anton Palmer, is necessary for that witness to be here for the people to proceed with your trial and formal hearing. I do not believe that officer has checked in. Madam Clerk, is that what you're telling me, that that officer has failed to appear?
Yes.
Ms. Moore, because the officers failed to appear, the people are unable to proceed. That is not held against you. In fact, it works in your favor. Because the officers failed to appear, this matter is dismissed. It is dismissed without prejudice. What does that mean? Without prejudice means if that officer had some valid reason for not being here, they can reissue it. It's dismissed today, but they can reissue it. That means that officer is away on military duty. That officer is away on sick leave. That officer is on a special assignment. That officer is hospitalized or something that is explainable for him not being present. They can reissue. But today it is dismissed now.
Okay,
All right, good luck to you.
thank you. I can just leave.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I emailed APA Cole again to let her know that we are waiting on her. She has several files that need her attention. I informed her, after emailing her twice this morning, as well as city attorney speaking with her, that if she did not appear within the next 10 to 15 minutes, that you would handle her cases accordingly.
Okay.
Okay, I just wanted to give you an update.
All right, thank you. And it is now 10 a.m. and you emailed her and she has not responded. But what time did you email or text?
I sent her an email at.
Judge, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, counsel. Hold on one second.
I sent her an email at 04. She's walking in the court now.
Oh, okay. All right, she is present. So, Attorney Davis, you were going to say something. What's going on?
Is that the prosecutor who's walking into the courtroom now?
Yes, the APA code.
Oh, okay. All right, sounds good. I'll stand by.
Is your case a state case, sir?
It is. Oh, they're saying this one is state too. She put an off on it, but she said, I guess one of the charges is state trespass. Okay.
Ready as to Kiara McQueen, Your Honor.
Okay. What time is that scheduled for, counsel? I see it. I didn't highlight her name. I didn't realize she was here today, so. All right, where are you? Miss Kiara McQueen.
Good morning.
Good morning. I need you to raise your right hand and state your full name, please.
Kiara Quintina McQueen.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand. Ms. McQueen, you have ticket number SP14654511. The People versus Kiera, K-I-E-R-R-A, McQueen, M-C-Q-U-E-E-N. Ms. McQueen, you're charged on this ticket with no insurance.
Wait, come here, 4%.
Have SP14654512. Allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. and SP 146554513. Defective listening equipment. Those are the 3 counts that you have against you now. That last one is a civil infraction, defective or missing equipment. Counsel, how are we going to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. McQueen would avail herself of the people's offer to allow her to enter a plea to the allowing an unlicensed driver to drive her vehicle. The remaining matters to be dismissed.
Very well. Ms. McQueen,
Yes,
I've already sworn you. You understand? Well, the attorney has indicated that you want to plead guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. Is that correct now? And the other 2 matters will be dismissed?
that's correct. Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to go to trial and to challenge this matter? All of these matters?
Yes.
And by pleading guilty, you give up your right to address or contest these charges.
Yes, I understand.
And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty, Ms. McQueen?
Oh, I'm not guilty.
Okay, then you
I'm
can't plead guilty, ma'am. You cannot plead guilty if you're not guilty.
I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time hearing through my speaker.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
I said, ma'am, if you're not guilty, you can't plead guilty. I cannot accept a guilty plea for an innocent person.
Oh, yes, I'm saying that was my mistake. I'm not pleading guilty.
Oh, you're not? Okay. So what are we
Yes, I just couldn't hear. I'm sorry.
Counsel?
Well, I'm baffled. I don't. We can set the matter for trial.
I think it's a misunderstanding with maybe because my connection was going in and out. I'm kind of.
All right, ma'am. Let me be clear. Can you hear me clearly now?
I can now. It's perfect now.
Okay. You understand that you have 3 charges.
Right.
No insurance, allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle, and defective or missing equipment. The defective or missing equipment is a civil infraction. The other 2 matters are misdemeanor.
Okay.
The people have made you an offer that if you were to plead to the allowing a driver with no license, what was it offer, counsel, again? Just to make sure.
Allowing an unlicensed driver to drive her vehicle.
They said if you pled to that 1 count, ma'am, the other 2 matters would be dismissed. But if you're guilty of anything, then you cannot plead guilty. You are responsible. You understand that?
I understand now. I'm sorry. I apologize.
So what is your decision? How do you want to proceed on this matter today, ma'am?
Yeah, I would like those other 2 charges to be dismissed. So I will plead guilty for the third, allowing
an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Now you understand, Miss.
No, if I need.
Madam Clerk, are you speaking to me?
No, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was talking to Attorney APA Cole.
Ma'am, you understand by pleading guilty, you give up your right to have a trial on that matter?
Yes, I understand.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Bonnie, the date for this incident?
Date is June the 3rd, 2023.
That's all.
At 9:12 p.m.
All right, Ms. McQueen, on that date that was just read by the clerk, on that date, did you own a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did you allow someone else to operate that motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did that other person have a driver's license?
No.
Did you know that the person did not have a driver's license?
No.
All right. Counsel, I cannot accept a plea for a person who has done an act but did not realize it was a criminal act, that the person did not.
Clearly not, Your Honor. I did believe that we had covered these matters. we have to set it for trial.
And if I could speak, I know we did talk over the options that were given, and I guess I misunderstood. I know we talked about, I provided proof of insurance and I also the receipt for my broken mirror. And I believed, and I'm sorry if I misunderstood, but for the third charge that I would go ahead and not plead guilty to knowing that that person's license was suspended.
Okay.
Instead of paying the $225.
Hold on, ma'am. I can tell you right now, you provided documentation that you had insurance, so that will be dismissed today.
Okay.
You provided proof that that your defective equipment has been fixed or repaired.
Right.
That will be dismissed. The only thing that is left is allowing a driver to operate a motor vehicle, and that person did not have a driver's license. If you did not know that that person did not have a valid license, you cannot plead guilty to that act, ma'am.
Right. And so that's where I was confused, because I could have, and again, this could have been my mistake, but I said a few times that I did not know the person was unlicensed.
Okay. So then, ma'am, then that leaves you with the option of having a trial. You can, did the attorney talk to you about the difference between a jury trial and a bench trial?
No.
Okay. Counsel, I'm gonna let you talk to Ms. McQueen again. I will say on the record at this time, prior to you having that discussion, that the other two matters, because and you verified that she had insurance and the equipment was defective equipment was repaired. Is that correct, counsel?
That is correct, Your Honor.
So we will dismiss those two charges. Madam Clerk, are you getting this?
Yes.
Okay. We're dismissing the other two charges. If she's gonna go to trial, and all, it's gonna be on the one count of allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle if we go to trial. Was this state or city?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
I was talking to the clerk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is this a state or city charge? State charge, Madam Clerk?
All of these are city.
Oh, then we'll just deal with Ms. Rogers on this. Ms. Rogers, is she still there?
No, she's not in the room right now.
Okay. Then hold on, ma'am. We'll see what the prosecutor will do. If in fact we'll talk to Ms. Rogers, see how we're gonna proceed.
Okay.
Dismissed. You just hold on, ma'am. Mute your microphone. We'll get back to you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Attorney, excuse me, really quick. Attorney Davis.
When we last spoke to him, he said he had something else going on in another courtroom, and
Okay. I was just gonna let him know the offer that the APA put on the file, but
okay.
We'll wait.
Attorney Berry, you have anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. McSorley, Michael McSorley.
Yeah, I have it.
835.
Mr. McSorley has one count of allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. Correct?
That one was a state also, and just an FYI, unless he's setting it for trial, she offered a 3-month delayed sentence.
Right. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Mr. McSorley.
Yes.
All right. Mr. McSorley, please raise your right hand and state your full name.
Michael Charles McSorley.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth, sir?
Yes, sir.
You may lower your hand. Mr. McSorley, you have ticket number SX422294441. The People versus Michael, MICHAEL, McSorley, MCSORLEY. Mr. McSorley, you have one count of allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. People have made an offer that if you are in fact guilty and you want to take advantage of an offer, they would offer a 3-month delayed sentence. That means the matter would be, if you pled guilty 3 months from today's date, and you've not picked up any other fines or anything or ticket, and you have paid your fine, which will be $225, this matter would be dismissed and it would not be on your record. Do you understand that offer, sir?
You froze.
Pardon me? Mr. McSorley? Oh.
You froze.
I froze. I apologize, sir. I didn't know that. I said, I don't know where we stopped or where it froze, so I'll go over the whole thing again.
Okay.
The people have made an offer, sir, that if you, one, are guilty of allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle, if you wanted to plead guilty to that today, the people would give you a 3-month delayed sentence. That means 3 months from today's date, if your fine is paid on this ticket, which will be $225, you have not picked up any other cases, this matter would be dismissed and it would not be on your record.
Okay. I
Do you understand
understand.
that? Mr. Moore, you unmuted your microphone. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Mr. McSorley. So,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yes.
Oh, I had it confused.
Okay, that's quite all right. Mute your microphone, sir. You're still not muted. Thank you. All right, you got that, Mr. McSorley?
Yes, sir.
You want to take advantage of that, or you want to set this for trial?
I will take advantage of it.
All right, Mr. McSorley, I already swore you. You understand that you have a right, constitutional right to go to trial on this matter, but if you plead guilty, you give up that right.
Yes, I do.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, I am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Mr. McSorley, on the Madam Clerk, the date. So I need the date.
Yes, it is. Okay, it was May 23rd, 2023 at 8:25 a.m.
Just need the date. Mr. McSorley, on that date, did you own a motor vehicle?
Yes, I did.
Did you allow someone else to drive that motor vehicle?
Yes, I did.
Person you allowed to drive that vehicle, did they have a valid license?
I thought he did, but no, he did not.
All right, but you thought he had a license?
Yes.
Okay, I cannot accept a plea of guilty on that, sir, because you have to have knowledge that you're doing something that is illegal. So we will talk with the prosecutor when we get back.
Well, may I say something, sir?
Yes, sir.
This is my son. I was aware of his suspended license. I was under the impression that it had been taken care of, and he was transporting my vehicle for repair.
All right, but still, sir, if you thought that he had a valid license, then you obviously are not doing anything wrong. It is a totally different matter when you say, hey, I know you don't have a license, but just drive the car anyway. Then you're allowing an unlicensed driver. When you allowed him to drive, you did not realize, from what you're telling me, that he was unlicensed. So technically, you weren't doing anything that was wrong. So I've let my son drive my car, and and I'm with the assumption that he's done everything right and was driving with a valid license. Fortunately for me, he was. So, but if license had been suspended or something, and I believed it was still valid, I thought I would be complying with the law. So that is that's something that we have to address. We're going to come back to you. Next person, you mute your microphone, Mr. McSorley. We're going to come back to you.
All right.
We are ready on Antoine McKinney.
Antoine McKinney. I do see Mr. McKinney on the docket now. Okay. Mr. McKinney.
Yes.
All right, sir. I need you to raise your right hand and state your full name.
Antoine Dion McKinney.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
All right. All right, Mr. McKinney, you have ticket number SP 144544691. The people versus Antoine, ANTOINE McKinney, MC KINNEY. Mr. McKinney, you're charged with 1 count of reckless driving. That is a misdemeanor charge. The people have indicated that, well, there's not an offer on this at this time. I believe I see a note on the screen that comes from the attorney indicating that you're pleading not guilty and that you want to have a trial. You want to have a bench trial. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
All right, Mr. McKinney, you spoke to one of the attorneys today, and they indicated to you that you have a right to trial. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
And they go over the difference between a bench trial and a jury trial?
They didn't go over the jury or the,
Your Honor, Cherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. McKinney, that is the very first announcement that I made this morning, was the difference between a bench trial or a
I
trial
got
by
you
judge
late.
and a trial by jury.
Hold on,
I
Mr.
also
McKinney. Well, hold on.
want to state for the record that there was a recommendation. It was to amend the matter to drag racing, which is 4 points. And we discussed that, and Mr. McKinney decided that we would be setting his matter for a trial.
All right.
You remember that, Mr. McKinney?
Oh, yes, I remember that. I thought you was explaining. I missed something. Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Okay. All right, Mr. McKinney. A bench trial is a trial by a judge. Could be me, could be any judge in the building. If you want a jury trial, that means we would bring 7 members from the community. They would come in and they would listen to the evidence on the case and make a determination if the evidence rises to the level of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. If the evidence rises to that level, the jury can come back guilty. If you have a bench trial, the standard is still the same. The judge will listen to the case. If the evidence rises to a level of proof beyond a reasonable doubt, they will say not guilty. If it doesn't, they will say not guilty. If it does rise to that level, they will say guilty. Your choice, sir, is do you want to go before a jury trial, or do you want a judge to make that decision? That is a choice that you get to make, sir. One of the differences, and I'm not saying this to sway you in any way or matter or any form, I just say this so people have knowledge of what's going on. If you have a bench trial, that trial will happen on November the 2nd. If you have a jury trial, that trial will happen on February the 27th, the end of February. I'm not telling you just to say, pick one or the other. I just like you to be fully informed. And the reason is there's 30 judges in 36 district court. If everyone tried to have jury trials every day, we could not handle it. So they break it up and give each of us judges certain days where we can do a jury trial. That is my next date. But the reason for your choice for trial is totally up to you. I just give you information so you can make an informed decision. So you are pleading not guilty. That means we're going to have a trial. What type of trial do you choose to have, sir?
So the jury trial will be next year. I do the bench trial, sir.
No, sir, I want this to be your decision. So
well,
I just tell you what you have in front of you. That's all, and then you make your decision based on whatever you want to make it on.
Okay, I do the jury trial.
All right. We'll set you up for a jury trial, sir. Your date again is going to be February 27th of 2024. But what we're going to do is we're going to have you come in a week earlier you know what, Madam Clerk, we got the dates wrong on here. You got final pretrial after the jury trial date. So if I look on the calendar for February 2023, the jury trial date will be 2/27.
It should be the 22nd for the final pretrial.
The 22nd for the final pretrial.
The date should be, the final pretrial should be
20th.
February.
20th.
No. The final pretrial should be February the 22nd, and the jury trial date should be February the 29th.
Well, Madam Clerk, there is no February 29th. February only has 28 days.
It's a February the 29th in 2024 because it's a leap year.
Oh, we're in February 24. You're right. I'm looking at February 23rd. It's a leap year. Oh my goodness.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes.
I just do the bench trial, Judge. Let's
Sir,
get it over.
I just want this to be your decision, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to
I'm gonna be here
prolong
every-
it.
I'm gonna be here every day anyway, so.
Yeah, I don't want to prolong it to a next year and all of that. I could do the jury, I could do the bench trial.
There you go. Okay. All right, sir. Long as it's your decision.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna give you a trial date of November the 2nd at 9 a.m.
Okay.
You're gonna come back out here just like you did today. It's gonna be on Zoom. You're gonna be online. Make sure you have a camera working. If you have any witnesses that you want to testify on their case, you tell them to come out here on November the 2nd as well.
No witnesses. I was the only one in the car.
Okay. All right. I just have to let you know if you have witnesses, you can't bring it. All right, so we'll have you here on November the 2nd, 9 a.m. Thank you. You're all set to go, sir. You'll just come back the next day.
Okay, thank you. November the 2nd at 8:30?
November the 2nd at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We are ready on Andre Moore.
Andre Moore.
I believe he's in the 830 section.
Thank you. I see him. He has 2 charges, 2 counts, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Andre Moore. Unmute your microphone, raise your right hand, state your full name.
Andre Moore.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth, Mr. Moore?
Yes.
You may lower your hand, sir. Mr. Moore, you have ticket number SP885091, people versus Andre, ANDRE, Moore, MOORE. Mr. Moore, you're charged with, Madam Clerk, my shorthand up here for the charges is dealing with an emergency responder. Is that failure to yield to an emergency responder?
Count 1 was failed to yield to a sanitary/moving authorized emergency. And count 2 is drove while license not valid or improper.
All right. All right, those are the only 2 counts. Is there an offer for Mr. Moore, Attorney Harris?
The offer as I received it is he could plea as charged to both counts. I did explain what that means to Mr. Moore. I did explain his right to have a trial. And against my advisement, he wishes to enter a guilty plea. So at this time, I'm going to let him move forward without counsel, because this is not the advice of counsel.
Well, you only advise counsel. You don't get to make a determination as to how they want to proceed. So, Mr. Moore.
Yes.
Madam Counsel has advised you based on her experience and time as an attorney. She has a wealth of experience. She's advised you to not plead guilty on this, so that means she's advising you to go to trial. Certainly, there's a lot of reasons for that, but I can't advise you. Are you sure you want to plead guilty on this? No, sir. Quite frankly, the worst that can happen to you is you get found guilty of something you're going to plead guilty to. The best that can happen to you, it can be found not guilty or it can be dismissed. So certainly we know what the response, what's going to happen if you plead guilty on it and you don't take a reduced plea or you just plead guilty. Now, certainly you have the right to do anything you want, sir, but I always advise people to listen to the attorney because they give you advice for a reason, and that is based on their experience in the law. So, but ultimately is your decision. If you want to plead guilty today, and that could be because you just want to resolve it today, that's your choice. You could ask for a bench trial, that would be November the 2nd, and various outcomes can come from that. All the way from guilty as charged to not guilty. So, but that is your choice.
I just want to really get it over with. I just wanted the money or whatever. I wanted to just get it over with. I didn't really want to prolong it.
Well, I understand prolonging it, sir, but what happens or what can happen is by prolonging it, by pleading guilty, you actually can be prolonging it because you can have these things on your record, and your insurance can go up, and all these other things that can happen from that. So, they're not making you an offer, sir. You have nothing to lose by taking it to trial. So, but that's totally up to you.
I'll just take my plea.
Okay. Right. All right, Mr. Moore, you are charged with, let's see, let me go over what the charges are again for the records. You have ticket number SP 8850931, People versus Mr. Andre Andre Moore, Moore. Mr. Moore, you're charged with failure to yield to an emergency responding vehicle. You also have SP 8850932. What is that? No license charge? Yes, okay. Now, Mr. Moore, I see you have on scrubs. Is that correct, sir? Are you working in some type of medical field?
Yeah.
Do you know if this is going to impact your position at all? Like we do it?
No.
One thing, it will be on the driving record, sir. So, and I don't know how that's going to impact that. So, but in any event, Madam Clerk, on the date and time, or just the date anyway.
It's June 25th, 2017, time 3:29 a.m.
This happened in 2017.
This is old.
I understand that. So that's why I don't understand if this is already old, what are you rushing to do now? So, but in any event, on that date and time, sir, were you driving a motor vehicle and you did not yield to an emergency vehicle, whatever that might be, police, fire, ambulance?
Yes.
All right. And on that day, sir, did you have a valid license?
I didn't have a valid license.
Court finds you guilty as charged on both matters. So your fine is going to be $225 for each one of these matters. That's $450. Can you pay that right away or?
How many days do I have to pay it?
Your Honor, if I may,
yes.
He did post a bond. I believe he has a $200 bond, and it might be on both counts. I'm not certain.
I paid $400 total.
No, that's what she said. $200 on each one. You got a fine of $450, sir. You can apply that for that $400 on that. If that's your money. Did you post the bond yourself, or did someone else post it on your behalf?
Myself.
Okay, then that's your money. So you can have them apply it to your fine, and that means you'll only have to pay the additional $50.
Okay.
So the best way to do that, sir, is go down to 36th District Court, bring your bond receipt, your ID, so they can see that you posted the bond, because if someone else posted the bond for you, your sister, your mother, something like that, that's not your money, that's their money. And so you can't just post it, apply it to your case or get the money back. They will have to do it. But it's your money. You can show your bond receipt, your ID, and tell them you want this to be applied to your case, and then you only have to pay the additional $50.
Okay.
Right. All right, you're all set, sir.
All right, thank you. I'm good?
Yes, sir, you're all set. You can sign off.
All right.
All right. Who do we have left? Ms. Harris, you got something else ready? Are we ready on Mr. Hoffman's case?
I don't have anything else, Your Honor. Mr. Berry, are you ready on anything? Or do you need my assistance with anything?
You're with us, Mr. Berry? You don't have your camera on and you're muted, so. All right.
I apologize, Your Honor. Molly Moore is in a breakout room. She does not know how to get out.
What's her name?
Molly Moore, I'm trying to bring her out now.
Okay. She's in 12.
Yeah, she's out.
Okay, we're ready.
Let's see.
Hello.
Hold on 1 second, ma'am. We're gonna call your case. Molly Moore, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, Miss Moore. I need you to, you don't have a camera, so I can't see you, but I trust that you're doing so. Raise your right hand and state your full name.
Raise my right hand and what else?
State your full name.
Molly Moore.
Or affirm to tell the complete truth.
Yes.
You may lower your hand, Ms. Moore. Ms. Moore, you have ticket number SP 136-06042. People versus Molly, MOLLY, Moore, MOORE. Ms. Moore, you're charged with 1 count, and that is operating a motor vehicle without a valid license. The people have made an offer to reduce that charge to fail to display. Do you understand that charge and that reduction, ma'am?
Yes.
You had an opportunity to speak with an attorney, is that correct?
Could you repeat that?
You had an opportunity to talk to an attorney, correct?
Yes.
And you discussed the offer.
Yes.
How do you want to proceed today, Ms. Moore?
Pay the $225.
All right. That means you want to plead guilty today to a reduced charge, is that correct?
That means it won't affect I won't have any points and I can have my license back, right?
No, there won't be any points on this ticket, ma'am, so. No. Ms. Moore?
Yes. Yes.
Do you want to take advantage of that? You want to plead to this today?
Yes, I want to pay the $225.
Now, you have to plead guilty to pay the $225. My question is, do you understand that you would be pleading guilty to something today?
Yes.
And that is your decision?
Yes.
Now, are you pleading guilty because you are guilty, Ms. Moore?
Yes.
All right. Madam Clerk, to date.
The date is June 16th, 2022 at 5:03 p.m.
All right, Ms. Moore, on that date, were you driving a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Did you have a valid license at that time?
No.
Court finds you guilty of the amended and reduced charge of fail to display. Your fine is $225, ma'am. Can you pay that right away or do you need time?
Right away.
Okay. All right, ma'am. I need you to wait at least 1 day if you're gonna pay the $225. I need you to wait 1 day so we can get it into the system, all right?
Okay.
Do you know where to pay, ma'am?
36th District Court.
That's one way to pay it, ma'am, but you also can pay it online or you can pay it at one of the kiosks that's located around the city, like they're called DivDat, D-I-V-D-A-T. They kind of look like ATM machines where people pay their utility bills. Have you seen those?
I can, yeah.
Okay, you were gonna say something else, ma'am. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I can ask one of my sisters because they know about that kind of stuff.
Okay, all right, ma'am. All right, you can, I'm gonna put out there that you can pay it anytime within the next 60 days. If you pay it early, that's fine, okay?
Okay.
All right, ma'am. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Vincent Murray, Your Honor.
Okay, hold on a second. We have a couple other attorneys out here. Is Mr. Bossman back?
We're waiting on Cindy Attorney Rogers for Attorney Boston case. She said she needed to speak with him.
Yeah, we're gonna do a breakout, Your Honor. She's in another courtroom. I'm standing by.
Okay, great. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Who are you?
Kennedy McLean. I have a mandatory meeting at 11:30. Is there any way that I'll be able to go to that, or?
I will text Attorney Rogers and let her know we need her out here as soon as possible because you have something to do with your employment.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
All right, Mr. Bossman. I mean, not Bossman, I apologize. Mr. Berry, Attorney Berry.
Vincent Murray, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Murray has 3 charges. Mr. Murray. Mr.
Yes, sir.
Murray. Let's see, where are you on my screen? All right, sir, raise your right hand, state your full name.
Vincent Leon Murray.
You swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand. Mr. Murray, you have ticket number SP 2446481, People versus Vincent, Vincent Murray, Murray. Mr. Murray, you're here today for a show cause for driving without a valid license, no operator's license. You also have ticket number SP 8434231. Drive while license suspended. SP 8434241. No insurance. The people have indicated, sir, these are all misdemeanors. The people have indicated if you pled to 1 count of operating a motor vehicle without a valid license suspended, the other 2 matters would be dismissed. Do you want to take advantage of that, Mr. Murray, or do you want to set these off for trial?
Take advantage of the offer.
All right. I've already sworn, sir. You understand that you have an absolute right, a constitutional right to go to trial and challenge these matters?
If I may,
Yes,
Your Honor,
Yes, counsel.
I understood the offer to be failure to display.
Yes, it's going to be reduced to failure to display.
Thank
And the
you,
other
Your
2
Honor.
matters would be dismissed.
Thank you.
All right. Where were we? Sorry. You understand that you have an absolute right to go to trial, but if you plead guilty today, you give up that right?
Your
Yes.
Honor,
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt. This is for Vincent Murray, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is he supposed to be pleading to the state ticket? Is that what you said? Because I'm about to say, they dismissing the 2 city.
Yes, that was
Okay.
it.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Just make sure I got them right. The state ticket was the
One ending is 648.
yes, that's fine.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So yes, Ms. Rogers indicated she would do that. So Mr. Murray, again, the people have indicated if you were to plead, the 1 charge would be reduced to fail to display, the other 2 matters would be dismissed. And you've indicated that's what you want to do. Are you pleading guilty today, sir, because you are not guilty?
Correct.
Madam Clerk, on the state charge, could you give me the date?
It is October the 8th, 2014.
All right, Mr. Murray, on that date, were you driving a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
On that day, did you have a valid operator's license?
No.
The court will find you guilty of the amended and reduced charge and fail to display, the other 2 matters would be dismissed. Your fine is $225. The other 2 matters would have been $225 each, so the $450 is being dismissed today. So the $225 that you got to pay on this fire check, can you pay it right away or do you need time?
Need time.
How much time do you need?
30 days.
30 days will be September the 30th.
Okay.
You gotta have it all paid by that day, sir.
Yes.
You got it, Madam Clerk. I know I asked a lot of you to do that. And note on the tickets as well.
Yes, you gave him 30 days to pay, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. All right. All right, Mr. Murray, you're all set. You know how and where to pay?
Yes, sir.
You're all set. You can sign off. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
I believe, Attorney Davis, are you back?
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to tell you earlier, the state offer on your client's case was a 6-month delayed sentence.
6-month delayed. Okay. All right, give me a second.
And I'm trying to reach Ms. Rogers now to see if she can have that breakout room meeting. So that way we can get Ms. McLean on her way. Mr. McSwirly, I know you said you wanted that one, you wanted the city attorney back on that one, correct, Judge? Something dealing with the allowing the unlicensed driver to drive.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Oh, no, that was a state case. Mr. McSwirly, you said you wanted to see about speaking to the state attorney with that one, I guess, again, because he was saying that he didn't know, you know, it was his son that drove his car or whatever, so. I don't know how you wanted to handle it, because I could try to see if I can get the state prosecutor back or. And then I think you wanted the city attorney back for Mrs. McQueen.
Yeah.
Okay, city attorney says she will be logging on momentarily. She says she's having computer issues, so she's not sure. So I think right now we're waiting.
I don't think I have anything ready to go at this time.
I haven't been able to get back with the APA concerning Mr. McSwirly case, so I don't know how you want to proceed forth on it.
I'm sorry, which one, Mr. McSwirly?
Yes, Michael McSwirly, because you were talking to him about it, and then he stated that he just had a son to move his car to go get some repairs done on it, but you know, he wasn't aware that he wasn't licensed. And you said you would get back with him, but you know, we were waiting on the state prosecutor, but I haven't heard anything back from him.
Am I gonna get a chance to speak to my lawyer in a breakout room or no?
I had asked him, did he want to speak to you in the breakout room? He told me that you were good, but Attorney Boffman, are you available to speak with your client in the breakout room?
I'm confused.
Oh, I think he's in another courtroom right now. He told me that he had to go to another courtroom and he was coming back. I don't know if he got stuck in that other courtroom. So I apologize for this taking longer than I would hope it would have, Ms. McLean, but as soon as your attorney comes back, you can have a private conversation with him. And if you're not happy, you can let him know that and we can proceed in any form, any way you want to now.
Okay.
What did you say, Ms. Rogers went, Madam Clerk?
She said she was having computer issues, so I'm not sure. And I know Ms. McLean said she has a mandatory meeting at 11:30, so.
All right, Ms. McLean.
Yes.
Your mandatory meeting, is that gonna be virtual or do you have to drive and go someplace?
I'm actually here now, so.
Okay. All right, so we got a little time, but we're not gonna take you past that time where you have to be in your meeting, so we'll just kind of hold on a minute and see if we get you here right away, but certainly if we get if something doesn't happen by then, we'll address that then. But we're not gonna stop you from attending your meeting.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
My attorney basically said I have to plead, so can I just plead? Cause there's no offer for me, so. I don't know.
There you go, let me find just based on my documents. Ma'am, I would not advise you just plead. You have charge of operating a motor vehicle with blood alcohol content of 0.17. That's basically twice the legal limit for being drunk. So you do whatever you have to do to address that. I would not suggest that you plead that at all. So.
Your Honor,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt. There is no offer, so that's why she's saying that the attorney told her that.
Yeah, well, I need.
And it's set for trial today, so the officers are here.
They are here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so he still has to address it, so.
Okay.
So, yeah, once an attorney has filed an appearance, I cannot proceed without him, so. He has to say, well, you just want to plead, we're gonna do that, I have to. All we can do is file a motion and have that set aside if we proceed and file retained counsel, so. All right, so what else do we have?
And Judge, I'm ready on Mr. Moore's case.
Michael Moore. Okay. Trying to find who Dr. Harry is. He only has one count, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Michael Moore.
Yes, hey, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. Well, it's probably getting closer to afternoon now, but raise your right hand and state your full name.
Michael Ray Moore Jr.
Affirm to tell the complete truth. You swear to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand, Mr. Moore. Mr. Attorney Davis, I'm going to call the case, and then you can put your name on the record. This is case number 224-920-871. The people versus Michael Michael Moore Moor Jr. Mr. Moore is charged with one count of trespassing. Attorney Davis, your appearance, please.
And Maurice Davis, P76203, appearing with Michael Moore, who's present appearing via Zoom. Mr. Moore, state your name.
Michael Moore.
All right. Attorney Davis, have you had an opportunity to speak with the prosecuting attorney, be it city or state?
I haven't spoke to them, but an offer was relayed to me. At this time, we're asking court to set this over for a bench trial date.
Very well. All right. Mr. Davis, I apologize. Mr. Moore, you had opportunities to, discuss with your attorney and his recommendation that you take it to trial, and he recommended a bench trial. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
All right. We're going to give you a trial date, sir. That is going to be November the 2nd at 9 a.m. Counsel can advise you of all the things that's available to you and with respect to offering witnesses and things of that nature. All right. So we'll have you back on November the 2nd on 2023 at 9 a.m.
I got one question, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, I had a federal background check done, and this is how I found out about this matter. And they are saying that you guys are, I'm not sure you guys, but somebody from your criminal justice information system has labeled this case as invading privacy.
I don't know what you're referring to, sir, but that's something that you discuss with your attorney, and you can follow up and check it, and we can go into the system and see whatever. Could I suggest the 19th, Your Honor? That day you'll be back? Attorney Davis, your mic is open. So. All right. No, that's something that you need to discuss with your attorney, sir, because you're now going into the area of asking me questions that would provide legal advice for you, and I cannot do that. But you can go over all of that with him. Anything that he needs to come back and address with the court, he can do that. But I cannot do that with direct conversation from you. So that's what your attorney is for. All right.
All right.
Good luck to you, sir. So he can reach us to discuss other issues. Other than that, we'll have you here on November 2nd at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Gotcha.
Here I'll set Mr. Moore.
Attorney Rogers is out here. Did you need to still speak to the officers and Attorney Boffman?
I don't know if Attorney Boffman has come back. He left to go to another courtroom, so I don't know if he got stuck there.
This client kind of needs him to come back.
Yeah. Yeah, she has her meeting at 11:30, so we have a little more than 20 minutes. So at that point, if he's not back, we're gonna have to.
Okay. And then Attorney Rogers.
All right, my flight for this afternoon has been canceled, so I'm not in a struggle to try to get back.
You could try to drive it, but just be safe.
It's a 2-day drive. Well, it's not a 2-day drive, it's an 18-hour drive. So
Well, if you get out of the danger zone, that's the important part.
Well, I think I'm pretty safe. I'm not on the water. The most dangerous part is the storm surge. You're talking about water that's rushing in at an incredible rate. It's 12 feet high. So you watch it power away. Did you remember seeing all the pictures of IN that
YouTube, everybody.
Pardon me? Yeah, I understand. We're waiting so we can have a little conversation that's not related to waiting.
No problem.
So, not talking legal stuff. But do you remember when all the pictures of the storm after Ian, that hurricane, that super huge hurricane a year ago? And they showed all those boats stacked up on top of each other. The storm surge does that. It just takes all the boats and puts them on top of a wave and puts them up on land. So, and that's what's really, really dangerous. The storm surge. They put the bigger boats out in water and put these huge anchors on them and kind of anchor down aircraft carriers and stuff like that to keep that boat from washing away. So, little ones, they just you best get them out of water and someplace away. So, Ms. Rogers is back.
Oh, yes, Judge.
So do we have anything ready to be called?
I'm still working on the OWI. I was on the phone with counsel, but I don't know about the rest of the files.
There was a question for McQueen's case because she had the valid documentation for her insurance and her defective equipment, she got it fixed. There was a question of whether the allowing an unlicensed driver would, be generously dismissed, or would she need to sit that for a bench trial?
I see. Madam Clerk, could I be placed or be made co-host, and I will talk to Attorney Barry on that one.
Sure. Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, it's 11:11, and I still haven't heard back from APA Cole, and we have Mr. McSwirly waiting here to decide whether he's going to move forth with the plea or if we're going to dismiss his case, but you told him you would get back with him.
Yes, I did. So much. Mr. McSorley?
Yes.
This is, we're back on the record on SX422294441, the people versus Michael McSorley. Mr. McSorley, we've already charged him with allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. You indicated, sir, that you allowed your son to drive with the impression and belief that he was a licensed driver. Certainly, at a trial, the people would have to prove that you had knowledge, and I think that is a standard that could not be met, So, I have not seen any standards that indicated that this is a strict liability crime. There are strict liability crimes that require nothing but the act itself. This case we would require you to allow someone to drive a motor vehicle and you know that they did not have a valid license. So this matter is dismissed, sir. Hold on one second. Attorney Cole, we have been waiting, and I was just calling a case that I called much earlier, and we didn't see you out here. This is McSorley case. This is SX422294441, Mr. Michael McSorley. Mr. McSorley has one count allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. Mr. McSorley indicated that he did own a motor vehicle. He did allow someone to drive it. His son, he said he was under the impression that his son had a valid license. He had no knowledge that his son did not have a license. So, and Mr. McSorley was prepared to plead today. I'm the one that held that up. How do you want? Do you have anything to offer on that case, Ms. Attorney Cole?
May I ask did his son get a ticket for not having a license?
I believe he did. I believe he did, yes.
Okay. I would dismiss it then if there's also an outstanding ticket, because if he had no knowledge of it.
Very well. Thank you very much, Mr. McSorley. This matter is dismissed. Good luck to you. Next time, I guess you need to ask your son and have him show you that he has a license. So
I will ask him and I will make him show me.
Please.
I'm not so sure that actually would work, but it might put them on notice because, like I said, I have given my keys to my son on several occasions, and he drove. Fortunately, he did have a license. Well, fortunately, he didn't get a ticket, but he did not get a ticket, and nor was he stopped. So, but I pretty much assume when he tells me he's good that I don't have to do a Gestapo type check of him. So, but in any event, this matter is dismissed, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Maybe you need to give your son his own car, and then he can take care of it.
Yeah,
not have it in your name.
living proof that kids, even ones that are almost 50 years old, can be a pain in the butt.
Yeah, you never cut that umbilical cord. They are still your children forever. So,
all right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. Berry.
Ready as to Ms. McQueen, Your Honor.
Ms. McQueen, Ms. Kira McQueen. Attorney Cole, were you coming back for that case or were you coming back for some other things?
Attorney Rogers told me to zoom in. She said that you needed me back in the courtroom.
That might have been that. Was that the only one, Attorney? See, Madam Clerk, I'm making you an attorney already, so if only I had that power.
I don't see. Yes, that was the only one, I believe. Everything else is already accounted for.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you for coming back, Attorney Cole.
Sure, thank you.
All right, Ms. McQueen, I think we swore you already, so we'll just take it from here.
Okay.
Attorney Berry?
Your Honor, the prosecutor, Ms. Rogers, has graciously agreed to dismiss the remaining charge.
I'm not sure what we are talking about, sir. You gotta go back.
We're talking about allowing an unlicensed driver, that's case.
Okay, no, I got that. Yeah, so that means all three are being dismissed?
Yes.
Two were being dismissed for valid documentation, Judge, and the third one is being dismissed per the city.
Very well. All right, Ms. McQueen.
Yes.
Each of your tickets, SP 1465, like that, SP 14654511. The People versus Kira McQueen, charged with no insurance. It is my understanding if you provide valid documentation and you do have insurance. On ticket number SP 14654511, you're charged with no insurance. Again, it is my understanding if you have provided valid documentation and you are compliant with the law. Those two matters are dismissed at this time.
Okay.
Third charge of SP 14654512, allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. I believe that is also a ticket that there was questions about if you knew that the person driving your vehicle had a valid license, and that matter is dismissed as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck to you, ma'am. You can sign out.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Next case.
I believe the last thing we have left is just Attorney Baldwin's case, and so.
And that's Miss Kennedy, don't remember her last name now, but.
Clean.
Clean. All right. Mr. Balkman. Your client, let me say this first, sir. Your client indicated that she has a mandatory meeting on her job at 11:30, so, which is only 11 minutes away, so.
I think we might have a resolution. I have Corporation Counsel speaking to her officers now, and quite possibly there can be a resolution that would take less time than that, hopefully.
All right.
I'm standing by. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Boffman, I do have an updated offer for you.
Thank you.
It'll be an OWI reduction.
Ms. McLean? I'm gonna chat you on your cell phone, please. Let me know.
I think she left when you said you was gonna chat her. So
Um,
she might be trying to call you or something.
okay.
At this point, I don't know what's going on.
There she is. I just sent you a text message. If you can unmute your device, Ms. McLean, I believe we're ready to move forward. Is that right?
Oh, that's what I was saying. I'm sorry. I was saying, what's an OWI?
Operating while impaired. It's taking or operating while intoxicated, right? It's a charge from operating while intoxicated with a high blood alcohol level. So.
Okay, because
Go ahead.
okay, yes, because I feel like I was drugged. There's no way I.
We'll talk about that. Let's just.
Okay.
Okay, we're ready, Your Honor.
Very well. All right. Let me get here first.
I'm a.
All right. This Kennedy McLean,
Yes.
I need you to raise your right hand and state your full name, ma'am.
Probation and.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand. Ms. McLean, you have ticket number Z80866711, The People versus Kennedy, Kennedy. McLean, McLean. Ms. McLean, you're charged with one count of operating a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol of 0.17. That would be more than twice the legal limit for being drunk and driving in the state of Michigan. The people, Mr. Boffman, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Harry Boffman, on behalf of the defendant, Ms. McLean, please state your name.
Kennedy McLean.
Also, we have officers from the good police.
All right, Mr. Boffman, I know you just had an opportunity to speak with your client. Strike that. You just had an opportunity to speak with the Assistant Court Counsel for the City of Detroit, and the offer was made to you to relate to your client. Did you have an opportunity to speak with your client in a private room to discuss the ramifications, what would be required, what the penalties would be, and things of that nature, so he can make an informed decision as to how to proceed?
Your Honor, I did. The defendant is aware of her rights. She's going to waive her rights to any further hearings or trials at this point. She's going to make a factual basis, and she's prepared to do that here today.
Very well. All right. So the trial that is scheduled for today, we're not going to proceed with that matter. Your client is going to take a plea offer. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And what is that offer, sir?
The offer is that the charges would be reduced to operating while intoxicated.
All right. So, Ms. McLean, basically what is happening is you're while impaired, correct? You said intoxicated. Is that impaired or intoxicated?
Intoxicated.
Okay. All right. Ms. McLean, the people have made an offer. They're going to reduce that charge from being charged with driving twice the legal limit that it would require to be driving while intoxicated. They'd be reducing it down to driving while intoxicated. That would be the first level of intoxication, not alcohol of 0.17 or starting to go into an area of being super drunk. You want to take advantage of the offer, the reduction in charge now?
Yes, I'm guilty.
Okay. Well, I guess that took care of some of the next questions I was going to ask you. Were you pleading guilty today because you are in fact guilty? And you making this plea knowingly and understanding what the penalties and concerns are. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
The date and time. I don't need time. I say date and time out of habit, Madam Clerk. Just the date.
That would be May 5th, 2022.
Thank you. Ms. McLean, on that day, May 5th of 2022, were you driving a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
On that date and time, then, were you stopped by a police agency?
Yes.
Did they suspect that you might have been drinking and performed some type of breathalyzer or took you to a hospital or clinic where blood was drawn, one or the other?
Yes, I blew into a thing.
Okay. And did that blood or that blow, do you know if it registered at 0.17 or greater?
No, but I know I was intoxicated.
I would stipulate, Your Honor, for the purposes of the plea here today, to the blood alcohol results from the test that the defendant took.
And what were they, sir?
0.17.
0.17. Okay, so I know that's the charge, but it could be greater. It could be 0.8 or 0.9 or something like that.
I may stand corrected. I would ask for correction from the officer.
I have the documentation. Good morning, Cindy Rogers for the people, P82072. It was 0.19, 0.19.
0.19, 0.19. So that would be the initial blow and then a secondary just to verify the initial. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, after looking back at it, 0.18 is the first one and the second blow is 0.19.
Okay, all right. In any event, both of them were over the 0.17.
That's correct.
All right. All right, Ms. McLean, you accept that when you blew, I don't know if you looked at it or they showed it to you, but you accept that that's what your blood alcohol level was?
Yes.
All right, the people have made an offer that they would amend that charge and they would take it down to blood alcohol level being just drunk and not what would be termed as twice the limit or super drunk or something of that nature. The court will find you guilty of that of being operating while intoxicated, not 0.17. So that is a reduction in the charge. You're fine, ma'am. I'm not going to do any of that now because I'm going to do all that at a sentencing hearing. What's going to happen today is you're going to, Madam Clerk, are you prepared to give her the telephone number to the probation department?
I am.
Miss Kennedy, are you prepared to copy a number down?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It is 313-965-3414.
6514.
965-3414.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You must have a great memory. I don't see you record that. I would be struggling trying to remember that, but I am not the brightest. So, all right, Miss McLean, you're going to call that number. You will start trying to call it today. They're going to give you an appointment to come and be interviewed. What's going to happen is you're going to be interviewed. They're going to make a determination as to if this is a one-time offense or if this has happened before. If there's what they're going to do is do an assessment, make a determination what is appropriate for you in addressing this. So you're going to report it in. They're going to do their assessment. And I'm going to give you a sentence date later once that report is going to be prepared and sent to me, because I don't know you personally. I don't know if there's been anything like this in the past. So we're going to get that information. Madam Clerk, you were about to say something?
So
you have to give her her sentencing date now so she'll know when to return.
No, I understand that. That's what I'm saying. Madam Clerk, are you gonna give me a date or you want me to use the sentencing date that we have on the docket? I know
No,
sometimes.
the date of doc- yeah, October 14th is a good day.
Okay, yeah, I know sometimes it takes a little longer with the OUILs or things of that nature, so I just wanted to verify with you. October 14th is the day you're gonna come back, ma'am, at 9 AM. That's provided that you make an appointment with the number that when you call the probation department and they give you an appointment. I need to get you in and have that appointment earlier rather than later, so when we come back on October 14th, I'll have a full report as to how to proceed on your case.
Okay, so am I going to jail on October 14th?
Not unless there's something else that I don't know about, ma'am, but no, you're not going to jail on that date. You're probably gonna put you in a program for addressing this, but well, let me put it this way, ma'am. I do this all the time, and on the comeback on the sentence date, no one's gone to jail so far, and I doubt that you will be the first.
Thank you, Your Honor. I do see October 14th as a Saturday.
Okay, Madam Clerk.
Okay, October the 16th.
October 16th. Thank you, Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anybody else that date today? Miss Kennedy, you look like you were trying to say something.
Oh, no, I thought because you said sentencing. I just know sentencing usually is when you go to jail. So that's
No,
why I
ma'am. Sentencing is also the day that you get put on probation, so or any other condition. So, all right.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Thank you, Your Honor.
we'll see you on that date.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Okay, are the officers needed on the 14th, on the 16th?
No, not necessarily on the sentencing. We just need to hear for trial or anything that was going to be concerned with a plea. But no, certainly you're welcome to come out here if you choose to, but you're not required.
And we're not required. We're going to do that, like I said. So charge be reduced to OWI, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you had an opportunity to talk with Assistant Corporation Counsel on that, right? So
yeah, we talked. Yeah, we talked, and like I said, we agreed. Like I said, the only problem I had that why it took so long, it kept going back and forth and back and forth. You know.
Well, Counsel, Madam Clerk, can you turn this off YouTube?
Sure.